Hi, you guys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Thank you for the shares, likes, and views. Now, I just want to talk on some things that's happening in the news right now, specifically Kanye West. Now, do I think he's crazy? No. Do I think he's a little in denial? Absolutely. Now, he recently went on the rant of him supporting Trump and why. And Chance the Rapper defended him and said, Black people don't have to be Democrats, which is true. That's not something I'm gonna argue against. Black people don't have to be Democrats. Black people don't have to be Republicans either. I and then Kanye West goes on to free thinking. No, I'm all for free thinking and coming up with your own language. I don't argue that. I think the most problem that people have with is him supporting Trump. And the reason that they have a problem with him supporting Trump, because Trump has had homophobic views. He's exhibit bigotry, sexism, and he's against Muslim people. So he doesn't believe in freedom of religion, because if you did, you wouldn't be banning Muslim countries from coming over here now, would you? And that's the problem. That's why people are against Kanye supporting Trump. People are not against him being Republican, but the Republican Party wants to paint that narrative, and I understand. I mean, the Democrats uses other celebrities to paint their narrative. So this was just an opportunity for them to actually use Kanye and Chance the Rapper, even though I know what Chance the Rapper was trying to do. He was trying to defend his mentor. But the statement he released was a very dangerous message and a very messy message, because nobody's against him being Republican at all. I don't even think Kanye's Republican. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't think he's a Democrat as well. But they need to realize, any celebrity, when you're rooting for oppression, you're rooting against people that are oppressed. And that's the problem. Trump has shown very little leadership for this country, even for the people that have voted for him. He has not brought jobs to the people. Has he brought jobs to the hills and mountains of West Virginia and Kentucky or anything like that? No. He is rooted in build his legacy on people thinking about self and not worried about everybody else. That's how he won an election, on hatred. Now, I know they're going to use Kanye to try to gain the black vote, which, the Democratic Party has used celebrity all the time to gain the black vote. Even Hillary Clinton, with her horrible Breakfast Club interview, I have hot sauce in my bag. Okay. So I'm not against that. I'm against him supporting Trump. I'm not against him. And that's his own choice. But it's just disappointing that he thinks people are attacking him because he has a free thinking and open-mindedness. No one's against that. But since he said that his wife Kim told him that he doesn't support all Trump's views. Okay, well, then tell us what views you do support of Trump and what views you don't support of Trump. Let us know, Kanye. Since you're talking, you're on Twitter right now. Let us know, Kanye. What is it that you do support? I want to know. What I want to talk about now is Kelis, who was married to Nas almost 9 to plus years ago, came out and did an interview with Hollywood Unlocked, which is a social media platform on Instagram. She did an interview and talk about her situation with Nas and how abusive it was and how it was just a really bad relationship. It was toxic. Now, she was telling her how what triggered Rihanna and Chris Brown almost triggered her to think about her situation with Nas. Now, people are having a hard time believing her because she's never said anything about it, and it's Nas. Like, he is a god in the hip hop world. So people are like not believing her and everything else. But I would suggest you to go watch the interview. It was very heartfelt. Do I think Kelis is a lion? Absolutely not. I've never heard this woman speak ill will about Nas ever. And even in the interview, she said, well, it just wasn't me hitting, it just wasn't him hitting me. I was hitting him, I was fighting back. It was just our relationship as a whole. She was even not even trying to get too much into it. So she really didn't want to get too bad into the details. But I'm going to believe her, and it's a shame that people have a hard time of believing her. She said they was just drinking a lot. They were young, drinking a lot, smoking. And I have been in a situation before where I'm drinking and, you know, you get all emotional and things like that. But I'm saying don't be quick to call her because she made my milkshake brings out a boys to the yard. They're so quick to call her a bitch or she's a gold digger in this when she really was there. She made already had her deals before she met Nas. She was already doing it. So they're really good to call her crazy and everything. And I've really never seen her act crazy. I don't know them personally, but Kelis, thank you for sharing your story. I hope you guys have learned and grown over there. I hope the best for you and Nas, that you both have learned and grown and have therapy and are better people. Thank you, Kelis, for sharing your story. It's a good day to be alive. Bill Cosby was found guilty. And you know, what I have a problem with is that people don't want to believe he's guilty because he's like the godfather of all black people and he's our, you know, everybody just remember him from the Bill Cosby show. And that's the problem. That's why women do not come forward when you have somebody with such a legacy and such power. People automatically don't believe you. And they're like, well, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, let's hold our own accountable. Like, you weren't there, you don't know. He had a fair trial, he was found guilty. It's not about pointing at this white rapist, pointing at this, pointing at that. That's not going to take away his guilt and what he did. Stop deflecting. Bill Cosby, you got what you got, do the time. That's all. Can we hold our people accountable? Are we going to hold Kanye accountable? Are we going to hold Nas accountable? Are we going to believe Kelis? I mean, I'm not saying nothing bad, but are we going to believe her? Are we going to say, sis, we support you? Are we going to hold Bill Cosby accountable, or are we always going to keep making excuses for them? Are we always going to keep buying them? But as soon as women do something in the black community, she a bitch, she don't deserve to have a career. Look what y'all did to Azealia Banks. She don't have one. And y'all say because she got a mouth. But you guys refuse to hold these men accountable. Bill Cosby has so many accusers, and it's so hard for people to believe. It's like one or two people, 3, 20, 15, 50. It's like he had a lot of accusers. Even if that's not the man you know him of, you don't know how somebody else knows him of. Even if Nas is not the man you would know of him as, you don't know what it is in his personal life. But Kanye, like I said, you could be a Republican. You can have your feelings and you can root for whoever you want to root for. But the last message I want to leave my audience with, and I'm going to read this. We can disagree and still love each other, unless your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and the right to exist. James Baldwin. I hope you take that message and I hope you think about it and use it. Thank you for your time. See you next time.